Hello everyone, this is David Åkesson and it's time for another revisiting video. And today's album is Land of Light by Frode Hovd's Aldaria. This album was released March 24th, 2017 on Pride and Joy Music, and it kind of brings us up kind of close to date since it's only 3 years ago. This album is kind of a metal opera in the style of Halloween and Avantasia, with lots and lots of guests on both vocals and instruments, but with a solid base of people to build around, with a couple of musicians, including Frode himself on guitar, and this kind of bass group appears on almost all of the songs. And other than Frode, it's Andreas Nergård and Uli Kursch who shared the drum duties on the entire album. Christer and Rainer Harey from Divided Multitude play guitar and bass on almost all of the tracks, and Jimmy Hedlund from Falconer does almost all of the guitar solos. Of course, there are many more musicians on the album, and I will get to that, but I don't want to make this solely into a name-dropping video. These that I just mentioned are just the people who are on most of the songs. And as usual, if I forget anyone, it's not because of ignorance, it just happens sometimes when there are just so many people on an album. I'll try to keep the name dropping to people I have worked with in one way or another before or after this album. So first out we have Linus Abrahamsson from Andromeda, one of my best friends and brother in arms. He's an amazing guitarist and bass player who plays both guitar and bass on the album. Tommy Johansson from Majestica and Sabaton. We recently appeared on an Italian manga metal opera together. And yes, those things do exist. Tommy is a great guitarist and singer, but I guess most people who watch this video already knew that. We have Christopher Goebel from Falconer and Destiny. I did some backing vocals for his solo project, the 6'6" project, kind of punch in the face metal from a great musician and chef. Marius Danielsson is also on the album. We've done some YouTube stuff together, although he's mostly known for his own metal opera, The Legend of Valley Doom. On Aldaria we also have Eli Princeton, singer in Dream Patrol, where I provided some backing vocals for the album Phantoms of the Past. We have Pelle K, YouTube phenomena. I replaced him in Cantis. We have Giannis Papadopoulos. He also did some time in Cantis for some live shows before me. Great singer, now active in Beast in Black. Ronnie König from Signum Regis. I did all the backing vocals for their latest album. Maestro Mysteria from the Vivaldi Metal Project appears on 3 songs with piano and keyboards. Peter Danielson is also on the Aldaria album, and I participated on his metal opera, Eunomia. And as I mentioned earlier, we have Andreas Nergård from Nergård, and I was also on his album, the remake of his album, Memorial for a Wish. And the story of my participation on the Aldaria album actually starts way back in 2011. The Norwegian power metal band Memorized Dreams were looking for a singer, and I applied. Because at the time I wasn't really in a band and I was kind of looking for, almost anything. I recorded 2 demos, and if I remember correctly, I was offered the job, but I eventually declined since it was too far away and I didn't really have any recording equipment, and there were just other stuff going on. So I also think it was about this time that Frode decided to do something by himself, and the idea of Aldaria started to take form in his mind. And when I started the research for this video, I found the demos I sent to Frode those many years ago, and I might put them in the end of this video, maybe. Then fast forward into 2016, and actually it was on Facebook. I saw that my friend Yanis announced his participation in a project named Aldaria, and I checked it out. I really didn't connect it at all to Memorize Dreams 5 years earlier, but Aldaria had some demos out and I listened and it sounded great. I remember hearing a demo with Fabio from Rhapsody, and I was like, wow, is he, so, and I was pretty bold from just getting the Contis job, so I basically just sent an email to Frode and told him that I would be very interested in being on the album. And at first he wasn't really that excited, either because I was like a total nobody compared to the other people on the album, or because he remembered me from the Memorize Dreams demos. I don't know. But he found an unfinished song that might end up on the album and told me I could give it a try. And it was called From the Ashes. Well, I recorded it and I tried it out, and Frode liked it well enough. So I got another song to try out, and it was called Edge of Paradise. It never ended up on the album, but I might see if I can find a demo version of that one too, to show you a couple of seconds. Anyhow, From the Ashes, I started to record the choirs for that one, and Frode very quickly got back to me and told me like, this is incredible, wow, great choirs, man. I was like, thank you. And that could have been the end of the sum of my participation on the album, but sometime after, Frode contacted me again and asked me if I could do some dubs on some choirs on another song. I think it was a Todd Michael Hall song, or one of Janis's songs, don't remember really, but I did anyway, and he liked that too. So after that he asked me to arrange some new choirs for another song, and I did that too, and eventually he asked me to arrange and record and dub or whatever the vocal intro of the entire album. It's like multi-layered choir stuff. So I did that too, and it just kept on going, and I ended up doing choirs for all of the songs except for the 2 ballads, I guess. And I also ended up getting some more lead slots on, short pieces in other songs, singing alongside of, heroes of mine, as well as doing choirs for them, which was pretty unreal at the time. I spent so much time on choirs on that album that I wouldn't want to count them really. Um, and but still, I was very grateful because I learned and I got like a workflow and work ethics in, or how to arrange, record, and analyze, and finding what fits, listening to a song and getting to hear that this is missing. I should add this and this and this. So I learned so very much during the entire recording session for this. And I really came to realize that I was actually pretty good at doing this. So yeah. Food actually also, he was kind enough to give me like a special thanks in the booklet, where he thanked me for countless hours of tracking choirs to make this album as epic as it needs to be. And it truly is an epic album. It got some really great reviews, and the reaction from both fans and critics were amazing. I remember only seeing very high level reviews, and I was like goosebumps when I read the reviews back then. Well, I was and am very honored to see my name mentioned next to metal giants on the album, and I really hope that it won't take much longer until Frode finishes the follow-up. Just a couple of days ago, Aldaria had its online premiere with a live stream show from Norway, and I really hope that he will be able to take the project to the stage in the future. I also did like 2 singles for, or was it 1? No, 2 singles for Aldaria. One Christmas special named The Three Kings, and another song called When the Time Has Come. And they're both on both YouTube, Spotify, or whatever, as well as this album. There are some lyric videos and other stuff for you to check out, and I will put some links in the subscription or comments down below. And please let me know, have you heard the album? Did you like it? What's your favorite song? Do you look forward to a follow-up or whatever? Do you have the album? Yeah, so this was my revisit on one of the albums on my wall. One of the bigger projects that I've done so far. I'm not really sure what album to do next. There are some albums on the wall where I only do like choirs on one song or something like that, and I don't know whether to skip those or perhaps make a combined video of some of those, just to get them going. Well, or would you prefer separate, or no? Let me know and I'll think about it. Until next time, take care, stay safe, and hope to see you out there someday. Bye bye.
I pray the Lord for my endless soul to keep. If I die before I wake, my nightmares may come true. I beg forgiveness for every crime I've done. Creator of the universe, please tell me what to do. I feel this hate and anger fade. Is this the only future? No, I can't accept this stranger. Rage is growing, rage is growing. See what I'm transforming into. Feel the power of my color. No, I can't accept this future. Rage is growing, rage is growing. I am a man who will fight for my right to be free. I am calling you, so open your back door. Breaking the chains, I break all the rules. Try to catch me if you can. Into the night, I am fighting you. Into the night, we are strangers. Breaking the chains, I break all the rules. Try to catch me if you can. Into the night, I am fighting you. Into the night. Once there was a child that's born in darkness, came into his life with broken dreams. Sacrificed to send the crimson warning, locked into a darkened sense of mind. High and glorious, sacrificed for all of us.